I have one story to share with you today. A pilot say to the tower at the airport, "Pilot to tower, we are 400 miles from land, 800 feet high, and run out of gas. Please instruct me over." The tower say to pilot, "Tower to pilot, tower to pilot, repeat after me, Our Father who art in heaven." For me, I can see that as we are living in our lives, we are thinking of fear. When I was young, I was afraid of dark, afraid of ghosts. When I grew up, I was afraid of somebody might be better than me. In school, I was afraid that my classmate may be more intelligent than me. I am afraid of poor, hunger, and loneliness. When in a relationship, we are afraid that our lover may betray us. In responsibility of husband and wife, a mother or a father in family, we are afraid how to become a good people. And in general, we are afraid of death. Did you ever think about trying something new, maybe in activities? Most of the time, it has to do with fear. Fear is an emotion and can affect us physically, emotionally, and spiritually. Fear can be helpful when it keeps us safe, like making a choice not to put ourselves deliberately in harm's way. In the Gospel of Matthew, we just listened to Jim Roney. He proclaimed the Gospel today. The angel tells Joseph, "Do not afraid. God has a plan for Mary and Joseph and sends a message through the angel. Do not afraid." In the Bible, we know that many times Jesus and mentioned and about the account of afraid. At least in 4 Annunciation accounts, it was an angel who delivered a message of God to humankind. There is an important similarity in all the 4 Annunciation accounts, for use the same words to receive. Do not be afraid. To Zachariah, the angel says, "Do not be afraid, Zachariah, because your prayer has been heard." After that, the angel let him know that he will have a child as he has been wishing. This child will be important because he will be great in the sight of the Lord. To Mary, in Gospel of Luke, the angel says, "Mary, do not be afraid, for you have found favor with God." Through this message of the angel, God invites Mary to be the mother of God. To the shepherds, do not be afraid, for behold, I proclaim to you good news. Through the message of the angel, the shepherds are the first receiver the message of God coming into the world. To Joseph in the Gospel of Matthew today, Joseph, son of David, do not be afraid to take Mary your wife into your home, for it is through the Holy Spirit that this child has been conceived in her. In today's Mass, the Sunday before Christmas, the Church wants us to reflect about the Annunciation to Joseph in order to learn the lesson from the spirit of this announcement. I learned a lesson from the message to the angel. Do not be afraid. I felt comfortable and peaceful when I am reading this message. I found the message, do not be afraid, is repeated by Jesus many times in the Bible. When he reminds his disciples to become his witnesses, do not be afraid of those who kill the body but cannot kill the soul. At the Last Supper, before his crucifix, Jesus reminds them, do not let your heart be troubled or afraid. After his resurrection, he blesses them and says, do not be afraid, and go tell my brothers to go to Galilee, and there they will see me. Do not be afraid. Let us open our heart to welcome Jesus Christ into the world and our heart. I remember that is a word of our Pope, St. John Paul II. John Paul II repeated this word to all the world that during his become the Pope. John Paul II tried to show us that we are afraid of many things. We should be happy to face it. As he repeated, do not be afraid to become saints in the new millennium. Or do not afraid to follow Jesus' footsteps. Are we afraid to become saints? Are we afraid to follow the way which Jesus wants us to go? Yes, that is right. We are afraid to become saints, to follow in Jesus' footsteps, to live in the life of Jesus, because that is the life of denying ourselves, the life of taking up our cross every day to follow Him. Living in the world today, we are afraid of many things around us. The power of economic, the power of authority are more important than the value of gospel. We are living in the world with many freedoms, but we are afraid of many things. We are afraid of the war. the people fighting together, the country fighting another country. We are afraid of people to killing another people. As living in this world, as Christians, we are invited to live the values of the gospel. We are invited to be a witness of truth among a society of fraud, to love, to live poverty in society that considers economic is essential, to practice the lesson to forgiveness of those who attack us. Are you afraid to live this kind of life? I am. Through the reading of the gospel today, God invites us to overcome fear. Do not be afraid, in order to live in the peace of the infant Jesus. We are invited to trust in the providence of God, believe that God has planned for us, and God's plan will be done on earth. We are invited to live a righteous life, patient, persevering in the promise of God. In doing so, I can assure that we will experience the peace from the infant Jesus. We believe in God. We need to total entrust our life to His care and protection. In doing so, we are also to lift the word of the angel to Mary in consolation and joy. Do not afraid.